Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and today I have a very interesting Corvette I'd like to show you. Come on over and take a look at it. I'd like to predicate all of this conversation about this car. I am not in any way a resto mod expert. I don't want to pretend to be one. I am open to, I hope we get a good, healthy conversation going on this car. If I say anything that's not correct, I'm open to let me know, and I'll investigate the car for you. But this car is a 1959 Corvette C1 convertible, obviously. We were approached by the owner of the car about a month ago. And I'm always leery of resto rods, to be honest, because you never really know the quality of the build until you see it, and you never know how the car really performs. Is it a garage queen? Is it a drivable car? And where is it on that spectrum? I was very intrigued by the specifications on this car, how the build was done. And then as the owner sent me some of the documentation on the car and I researched it, I was very impressed. So we decided to take on the car as a consignment, and when the car arrived, I was very pleased with what the car is. So let me go over some of the basics with it, and please take the time to also watch. We do 3 videos on all of our cars. We have a great driving video of this car. We also have a cold start video of the car. So watch all of them, and I hope you take the time to watch this video we're doing right now. And also there's an interesting twist which I'll show you when we get into some of the publications on the car. There's a neat little historical event with this particular car. So the car was restored in 2014. It was done by Cars, Corvettes and Custom, located in Texas. Judging from the finished product, high quality work, very well done. This was a very carefully done car. The owner of the car clearly knew what he wanted. There was a lot of interplay back and forth with Cars with how to build the car. It was very specially done, like most resto rods. But this car turned out to be an extremely drivable, usable car. So let's just start on some of the front stuff. Of course, everything was redone. All the chrome was done and is fresh. The paint, everything done in 2014. We saw one right here, and it's actually difficult to photograph. There are small hairline, almost like scratches in that trim piece. Very, very few marks or flaws in the car. So overall, it's very high quality. Let me show you the motor, where sort of a resto rod starts. What they chose for the motor is a 383 stroker motor, and we will list all of the specifications to this car. We have over 60 pages of every single expense that was done on the car by Cars, including the purchase of the engine. It was a crate motor, but a specially ordered crate motor. We have $291,000 was spent on this car, so just under $300,000 for the build on the car, and that does not include the price of the car. So that gives you an idea of what was done to it. So it's a 383 stroker. They also chose, which I personally love, they have a Tremec 5-speed transmission matched to it. The gear ratios are excellent, plus you get the tall 5th highway gear. So the drivetrain is fantastic in the car. They did on the front suspension, they did a Jim Myers front suspension, which they welded on to the original stock Corvette frame. So this is an original Corvette frame car, the Jim Myers front suspension. The motor itself was built and installed. They also have a new style Classic air conditioning system with the chrome compressor, and the controls are integrated beautifully into the interior of the car. High output alternator, of course. And just recently, and we have the receipt for this, in December of just this past 2024, he took the car in and he changed it. He put an MSD blaster ignition system on it, and he also changed it to the Holley Terminator Stealth fuel injection system. He did that because the Holley system allows you to tune the car, to Dyna-tune it, and make more specific adjustments. So that was just installed in it. The result is great. The car starts easily, it runs beautifully. The engine, I feel, is extremely well suited for this car. It's very powerful, very torquey, it revs well, but it's not overdone. This is not, in my opinion, this is not an 800 horsepower monster. This is around 400 horsepower, 350 to 400 horsepower, very tractable, very nice, reliable engine in this car. So, coming along the sides, and of course, Corvettes are all fiberglass bodies. So, it is I think they did beautiful work with all the fiberglass. I think the trim fits nicely. The paint colors, the paint finish is very nice the whole way around the car. All four wheels are excellent. The chrome is excellent on them. They also upgraded the car to four-wheel discs. And it's boosted, of course. And that's another aspect, and I mentioned this while driving this car. The thing that really struck me about this car and why I'm comfortable representing it is how the car drives. It drives beautifully. The modulation on the brake pedal is excellent. The brakes are great. They're street brakes, so they work really, really well. The shifting of the transmission is very precise, very clean. The ratios are excellent. The motor is wonderful. The air conditioning works. The retro sound radio works. Everything works on the car. So if you're looking for a very well done resto mod that looks pretty stock, except for the wheels, but is mostly all new components, this may be one to consider. So come around to the interior. They chose, and I think it's beautifully done, it's gray leather, which contrasts well, of course, with the black paint and the silver, the gray coves that they did on the car. The work on the interior, the leather, is really nicely done. All the stitching is beautiful. It's lined up nicely. You're not getting, waved through it. Just nice and straight, beautifully done. Over there, the cutout for the Corvette emblem on the passenger side, beautifully done. Down here is where we have the classic air conditioning, the controls for the climate control, also beautifully done. And I comment in the test drive, the clock works. A lot of people ignore that, but the clock works, which is cool. They even did in the shift pattern, they made one up that is showing the true 5-speed, plus reverse, of course. The seats were custom done. They are leather. They are in excellent condition, have the Corvette logo in them. But the fit and finish of the interior, of the dash, very much done respecting the heritage of the car, respecting the originality of the car, but making it all new. But again, really, really well done. The doors shut and close nicely. You'll see we show pictures of the top up and down. The top mechanism actuates properly and correctly, and everything works well on the car. As we get to the rear of the car, one thing he did, and I didn't see this at first, it's subtle, which is what I like about this car. They did flare the rear fenders just slightly. There's just a slight amount of flare here in the wheel arch to accommodate these tires better. It is subtle. You have to look to see it, but I think it's very cool, and it kind of is like the whole car. They also, these are no longer used. These are here. The real exhaust for the car is turned down, and it's in a little bit. Again, it's a neat little touch. And this was, obviously you can probably tell I like this car, and I think it was just so well done. So here, the trunk, again, beautifully done. Everything fits nicely. I like how the paint finish they did, the Corvette emblem there. It's just indicative of the whole car. It's, again, in my opinion, not overdone. But when you really take the time and spend some time looking at this car, the quality of the build, how they did it, it's pretty cool. Again, everything fits nicely. A lot of time, when we look through the 61 pages of receipts, a lot of time and effort and money, frankly, was spent on the body, getting everything to line up as best as possible. Again, it's fiberglass, so fiberglass has its own little challenges it presents when you're restoring them. But man, the end result's nice. So here we have another interesting feature. We have an original factory hardtop that came with the car when it was brand new. This car was originally a California car. The guy who owns it now bought it from a customer in Kentucky. So it came out of Kentucky. It had a homegrown restoration done to it, which was nice, and it looked fine, but it wasn't this level of restoration. So this is the original factory hardtop. We also have with the car we have a thumb drive, which has photos and descriptions and listing of the complete restoration process. Of course, we also have 62 pages showing exactly where $300,000 was spent. Corvette restoration manual, assembly manual, original owner's manual to the car, and this is cool, and an original sales brochure for Corvettes, which is period correct. But the cool piece, and I think this is fascinating, and I love this kind of stuff. So this is real, 1959 Motor Trend. And what they were talking about in this issue specifically is they had just implemented a new federal law about pricing on automobiles. And so the article is about dealer pricing relative to the new law. But the cover photo for this article is this particular car's invoice. So the photo that they have right here, which may or may not be this car, I think it is actually this door, is this car's door, but it's the same serial number. And it's out of North Hollywood, California. It's the VIN of this car. It originally was blue. And down here in the options, excuse me, it shows the hardtop for the car. So we know that this car came with this factory hardtop from the factory. So this is a cool little, you don't normally get this kind of stuff. And of course, this comes with the car. The original 59 magazine with this car in it. Kind of cool. Coming along the right side of the car, same thing, of course, as the left. Passenger door. Again, you're seeing beautiful door cards. There's no marks, there's no dings, there's nothing wrong in all of the mesh work. The sill plate is gorgeous on the car. I mean, every way you look on this car, just quality, well thought out, well executed. Very serious restoration done on the car. And I love the result. It is such a fun car. So again, please take the time, look at the video, look at everything we'll put in the auction. Happy to answer any more questions. We'll try and list as best we can all the specifics of the car. The actual build on the motor, the Tremec transmission 5-speed. We'll be listing what went into the build, but it was all just nicely done. I don't know these guys down in Texas, but the quality, if this car is a testament to their work, they do very nice work, and it's very well done. So thanks for taking the time watching this video, and hopefully we'll find a nice home for this just stunning, beautiful, nice to drive Corvette. Thanks.